Yeah.
You need this?
No.
Oh.
No, just this thing. Shut up! Shut up!
Can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I should have used a bagel.
We're leaving.
What?
Your wife. Remember, you have a wife?
Yeah, where's my wife? That's a good question. That's the same question I've been asking myself. Where's my wife?
Well, this is nice. I mean, this is actually a very nice room. Oh, we can look at your view. It's glorious.
Thanks, Mom. You're welcome. For what?
Everything.
Oh. Everything's gonna be okay.
I hope so.
Will, your preliminary test didn't show any abnormalities, and there's no reason to believe these tests were live.
I know. I know. I keep telling myself that. It's just that when we walked into the hospital and came into this room, all of a sudden everything seemed really terrible.
How can things be terrible with such a beautiful view like that? I'm sure Dr. Wilkins is very good at dissipating anxieties. You know, after you meet him and you talk with him, everything's going to be fine.
See, there you go.
Oh, he'll be right in. And by the way, there's a buzzer over here, just in case you need anything,
Okay.
all right?
Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, I wish.
What? You wish what?
No, I was just going to say I wish Cruz were here.
Aha. And?
And I don't want him here.
Eden.
I would be more afraid if he were here. Mama, if I can't have children, I think I'm going to lose him. Chip. Chip.
Is going to love you no matter what. And you don't even know if there's anything wrong, so you have to stop torturing yourself. And I wish you'd do what I'm asking you to do. Call him. Tell him what you're doing even before you take the test.
Mama, I can't. You don't know how important it is for Cruz to have a child. Did you see the way he reacted to Chip?
That's really what this is all about, isn't it?
What do you mean?
The reason that you're so desperate to have a child is so Cruz will forget about Chip.
No. No.
Honey, I'm not saying it's the only reason or the most important reason, but I think it is a reason, and I have seen how you've been affected, how much it has bothered you since Cruz found out about the baby.
Mama, Tori isn't going to let Cruz see Chip anymore. Chip is out of Cruz's life.
But not out of his heart, and you have to accept that. And I know it's hard. Believe me, I know it's hard. When I married Cece, all I wanted was Pamela's memory out of there. There was Mason reminding me all the time. And he was Cece's first son. So it took a lot of tears and a lot of time for me to realize that the love he had for his son, I couldn't erase. I couldn't ignore it. Now, Cece loves all his children, but Mason was his firstborn, just like Chip is to Cruz.
Mama, I really don't want to hear that.
I know you don't, but you're going to have to, and you're going to have to accept it, Eden, because if you don't, you're going to pay in the long run. You and Cruz are wonderful together. You have a wonderful future together, but you cannot deny him the love of this son. It wouldn't make any difference. He's going to love him anyway. Don't try to take it away from him, because if you do, you're going to end up being hurt.
Watch out for her leg there. Easy does it. It looks like she might be coming to. Over here.
Lay still. Lay still. We're going to take you to the hospital.
My baby.
Got
My baby.
internal injury. Hey, what's he saying? Hey! Hey, hey! Knock it off! Knock it off! I think there's a baby in there.
I saw that smoke coming out of your house here. I thought I better run over with the water.
Yeah, well, I probably should have ordered a pizza, you know.
You still haven't answered my question.
That's because I don't know the answer. Supposedly, she's in L.A. on business.
What do you mean, supposedly?
Well, that's the thing. Has she said anything to you about anything?
Has she said anything to me about anything? Gee, I don't know. That's kind of a big category.
All right, all right. I mean, you know, anything. Like, something going on with her. Some problem she might be having?
No. Why?
I don't know. It's just a feeling I got, you know. It's just... I'm making it up, probably. I'm probably losing my mind or something. This is good.
Thanks.
So now that you're here, why don't you tell me what's going on with Mason?
Can't.
Julia, the guy is out there on his own. He has no idea what he's up against. He should have somebody helping him.
Look, if this were happening to you, would you want Eden to tell everybody what you were up to and where you were?
You wouldn't be telling everybody. You'd be telling me.
You'd never forgive me.
Mm-hmm. And will you be able to forgive yourself if something happens to him? Think about it. Hello? Speaking. What? Well, where, how is she? Okay, she had a little boy with her probably. Is he? Where? I'm on my way.
What's going on?
Tori just had a car accident.
Is she hurt?
They don't know.
What about Chip?
They don't know that either. Come on.
Let's go.
Margaret tells me you're a little nervous.
A little.
I'm not going to tell you not to be nervous. It's perfectly normal. I will tell you not to worry, though. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. We'll be doing a series of relatively routine tests.
Routine?
First, we'll draw a little blood. Not too much, just a little.
Then what?
Well, we'll probably do what we call a salpingogram. That's where we inject dye into the fallopian tubes. It's a bit uncomfortable, but not painful.
Oh, it sounds painful.
You know, I'm sorry your husband isn't here. We usually like to have the husbands involved in these tests.
Oh, well, he wanted to make it, but his work kept him. He said he was anxious to hear from me, though.
I understand. I think it's important for me to tell you from the outset that despite the advances in infertility, we may find that you cannot have children. Now, I know that sounds bleak and upsetting, but I don't want to lead you into this with any false hopes.
Well, I already am aware of the possibility.
Good. You see, many women aren't, and, well, their disappointment is very extreme. Some women don't ever get over it.
Well, I'm prepared.
Glad to hear it. And I want you to know that if the tests indicate that you can't conceive, well, there are other options.
Oh, what, you mean like adopting?
I myself have 2 lovely children. They're both adopted.
Oh, your wife?
No, she can't. But we love those kids as if they're our own. They've become our own.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We're getting a bit ahead of ourselves. I just want you to be aware of all the possibilities.
Well, I am.
Good. Everything is going to be fine.
Okay.
Just relax, and I'll check in on you again before bedtime, okay?
All right. Thanks.
That's better. If you need an outside line, dial 7. In case you want to call your husband and tell him the truth. I think you should. We husbands are more understanding than you give us credit for.
How did you know?
I've been doing this long enough to tell. Give him a call. You'll feel better. See you in a bit.
Talk to me. No blood pressure. We're losing her. All right, call code blue. Somebody get the crash cart. Is she going from the car? No, she's pinned behind the wheel. She's in shock. Where's the damn crash cart? Come on.
Not charging.
Everybody off. Come on. Come on. All right, call surgery. Try it again.
Charging.
Everybody off. Come on, Victoria. Come on. All right, let's get her down to OR. I went her there yesterday. Okay.
God, wait, don't you think you should...
Not now, Heather.
God, she needs a thoracic surgeon. You
She's
can't-
dying, Heather. We don't have time. So, what about the child? There was a little boy in the car, right? What happened to him? Where is he?
I don't know anything. I just got here. I missed all the action.
Action? You call this action, man? My son was in this car.
All right, Cruz, why don't we go to the hospital? Obviously, they're there now.
Oh, my God.
Jumped.
Move away from her, please.
I heard the bells. What's happened? Something wrong?
Sarah's sleepwalking again.
Oh, dear God, what are we going to do with her?
You better do something. She almost killed herself.
Sarah? 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 It's okay. It's okay. You were sleepwalking. Come on, we'll go back to bed.
What's going on here, Father?
Sure, sleepwalking. Is there something strange about that?
Yeah, under the circumstances, I'd say there was.
Well, I think you're creating the circumstances. What were you doing in the corridor before?
Looking for someone.
Who?
The person who tried to kill me?
Somebody tried to kill you. I think maybe you're the one who's sleepwalking now.
How did you know I was in the corridor?
You asked too many questions.
Because I want to know what's going on.
We have opened our home to you. Don't wear out your welcome.
I mean, he knew. I didn't fool him about Cruz for a second.
Right, so he told you to call him, just like I've been telling you.
Yeah, Mama, but Mama, don't you understand? If I couldn't have fooled a doctor who didn't even know me, how could I have fooled Cruz? I mean, Cruz had to have known, and he let me come anyway.
Right, because he has a lot of faith in you, so have a little faith in him and pick up the phone and call him. Tell him.
I will, Mama, but not right now.
Oh, okay.
Mama, what would you have done if you didn't have children?
Thrown a party? No, just kidding, just a little joke.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know. I think about you all and how far we've all come together, and I love how you've all turned out. I can't imagine not having you.
I can't think of two better parents than you and Daddy to have raised us.
Really? Oh, that a compliment that is, coming from my daughter. Thank you. Well, I guess what we did is we just did our best, and believe me, it wasn't easy all the time, because there were a few years there where you stopped being children, turned into monsters, but, you know, we did the best we could.
Daddy says they're always monsters until you have your own.
Now, even your own can be monsters sometimes.
Yeah, he's right. Hope I get to find out.
Oh, baby, you will. I know you will. And thank God you have a man who loves you to death. And always will. Because, you see, having children doesn't always make a marriage perfect. But that kind of love does. Look at your father and me.
Daddy loves you a lot.
Yeah, but he loves on his own terms. I don't want terms. I want unconditional. I don't know if Cece will ever be able to do that.
Mama, are you so sure there's love without terms?
You pick up the phone, call your husband, and he'll prove that kind of love to you.
You're bossy.
Scott, have you been able to stabilize her?
No, we're prepping her right now.
I called for Dr. Garfield.
Clark, I need to assist on this one.
Well,
We'll talk about it while we scrub. The woman doesn't have a lot of time. I'm just glad Dr. Donnelly got a hold of me so fast.
Scott, was Victoria brought in here?
Yeah, we're bringing her into surgery right now.
What about Chip?
What do you mean?
He was in the car with her.
Yeah, where have they taken him? Is he all right?
I don't know anything about the child. I only saw them bring in Victoria.
All right, don't panic. Check pediatrics. They would have taken him there. I have to go into surgery right now.
Well, how's she doing?
Everybody's doing their best.
Great. Look, why don't you see what you can find out? I'm gonna check pediatrics.
Excuse me.
Dr. McLaughlin, Dr. Jack McLaughlin, report to 5th floor. Nurses
Excuse me, I'm looking for a small child, a boy. They would have just brought him in. He was in an automobile accident. I was told he might be here.
Well, why don't you try the main desk?
But don't you have some kind of admissions chart or something? His name's Chip. Actually, it's Channing Capwell III. He's 1, and I really need to know where he is.
Sorry, sir. I just came on duty. I have no idea what...
Ma'am, look, you work here. He's my son. Okay? Now, would it be too much to ask you to take a moment out of your schedule and find out where he is, please? Thank you.
Cruz, there were no records at the desk.
I don't believe this place.
Hey, I just brought a little kid in here 15 minutes ago. A little boy. Real bad car accident.
Yeah? Where is he? Where'd they take him?
He's in pediatrics. They're examining him now.
Uh-huh. Well, wait a second. Well, how is he? I mean, talk to me, for God's sake.
He seemed fine. They just want to make sure that there's nothing internal. When I brought him in, he looked okay.
Did you get his name?
No, I didn't.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off, man, but
Hey,
he's my
it's
boy,
all right.
you know?
I understand. I got a son of my own, you know?
Okay. Well, if you see him...
There he is.
Chipper? Come here, little buddy. Oh, well, you look just fine. He's fine. Oh, buddy, everything's gonna be all right now. Thank God.
I'm losing my patience with you.
I'm trying to save Sarah's life.
What do you mean?
I think Mother Isabel's death took a heavy toll on her. I think it's why she's sleepwalking. I think it's why she wandered up to the belfry and why she almost jumped.
Sarah was sleepwalking before Isabel died. And she wanders all over the convent, not just to the belfry.
Isabel's death took a heavy toll on her nonetheless. I'm worried about her.
She is in God's hands. She doesn't need you looking out for her.
The girl is terrified of something.
Maybe she's terrified of you.
Why do you want to keep me away from her?
Because Sarah is pure, and you are corrupt. Because Sarah is delicate, and because she needs guidance. A guidance I am sure you cannot give her. She does not need to relive Isabel's death, which seems to be what you are hell-bent on making her do.
I never had any intention of upsetting her. I've grown fond of her, that's all. I don't want to hurt her. I was just trying to help her. I'm sorry if I gave the impression of trying to do anything else.
That sounds very heartfelt, but I don't buy it.
And neither do I. And neither does Sarah.
Come in.
How we doing?
Oh, we're doing okay.
You know, you ought to try and sleep. You've got a busy day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
Well, I don't like to give out sleeping pills before the test.
Well, that's good because I don't like to take sleeping pills so we're even.
Good. By the way, did you make that phone call?
Well, I got up enough courage to call, and he wasn't home, so I think I have to keep on trying.
I guess you will.
Listen, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Well, it's about your wife. I hope you don't mind.
If my answer will help put you at ease, I don't mind at all.
Well, I was wondering if when she found out she couldn't have children, if she told you right away.
No, she didn't. But to make a long story short, we finally got it all out in the open. She was terrified that I'd leave her if I knew that she couldn't bear me a child. We talked, and I just assured her that I loved her more than anything, and nothing could change that. And we both went to counseling, and then we adopted. And we're still together and very much in love. I've taken up enough of your time. You need to rest.
Hey, I really want to thank you for everything.
I'll see you in the morning. And Mrs. Capwell, I didn't see you there.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Did you learn anything?
Hope so.
Heavens, he wasn't hurt.
At least not physically.
What do you mean?
Well, this would have been a tough thing for anybody to go through, let alone a little kid. I mean, there's no telling what kind of psychological effect it had on him.
I think he's still young enough to block this all out.
Yeah, but when you push that stuff down into your subconscious is when you get into trouble. Lord forbid he should lose his mama now, I'll tell you that.
She's gonna be fine. She's stronger than you think, and she will pull through this.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just worried about him.
Why don't you let me take him home, all right? It's late and he's exhausted.
What do you mean, take him home?
It'll just be a while before you hear any word from Victoria, so I have plenty of room. I have a nanny. I could just
Keep him until you...
What are you talking about? This is my boy here. He's gonna come home with me.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yes, he's my responsibility, Julia. It's an excellent idea.
Dr. Garfield, how's Victoria?
Well, she's stabilized, but it's still touch and go. That was a terrible accident. Is there anyone here for her?
Yeah, there's 2 people around the corner.
I'd better go talk to them.
What was that supposed to prove?
I wasn't supposed to prove anything. You couldn't have handled that surgery alone.
I am perfectly aware of my limitations. And I don't need anybody to go over my head to tell me what they are.
Scott, I was afraid you'd let your emotional involvement affect your performance
Do you
in there.
think for a second that I would risk Victoria's life because of my ego?
I'd rather be proven wrong than right.
Don't make judgments on my capabilities as a doctor based on your experiences with other people. Let's get something straight here. I am not your father.
We won't know much more tonight. Why don't you both go on home and get some rest?
Well, thank you, Doctor.
Listen, there's really nothing we can do here. That's a good idea, but will you call us, please, the minute you hear anything?
Of course, of course.
Okay. Yeah. Well, come on, Chip, are you ready? We're getting home with Daddy tonight.
I'm sorry, sir. That's not possible. The child can't leave the hospital.
What are you talking about? You just told me he was fine.
Oh, he is. The child can't leave the hospital without his mother's permission.
Well, that might be a little difficult, as seeing as how she is in intensive care.
I'm sorry, sir.
No, it's all right. I am his father, believe me. Let's go, Julia.
I don't want to have to call security. Would you please hand me the child?
Why don't you come in tomorrow and you can spend the whole day with the boy?
I don't want to come in tomorrow. I want to take him home with me now.
I'm afraid you just can't.
Julia, will you talk to these people? Will you explain to them that I have the legal right to take my son home?
All right, just calm down. Okay?
I don't want to calm down. I want you to explain that to these people.
I can't do that. Legally, Victoria does have to give her consent.
That is ridiculous.
I know.
I don't believe that.
I'm sorry. I know that it doesn't make any sense, but there's nothing we can do about it right now.
Okay, look. Now listen to me. This is a baby, right? I'm not going to leave him alone here overnight in this hospital. He's upset already. He's been through more than most adults go through. Hey, you could call anybody you want. Call the police. Nobody's going to take this baby away from me.
I think it's best if you left this place, Mitchell. I'm going to drive you to the mission tomorrow.
Why am I such a threat to you?
We don't even know who you are. You haven't been on the level with us from the beginning. You have a reason for being here. What is it?
To help repair the church.
You have a special interest in this place, in the people here, and in the past and present. We've lived here. What is it?
I have an inquisitive mind.
About certain people. About Mother Isabel and Sister Mary.
Only because of Sarah.
Sarah. You didn't even know Sarah when you came here, and you arrived asking questions.
I told you I had an inquisitive mind. Not the first time it's gotten me in trouble.
Why would you say you're in trouble?
Mitchell thinks that someone tried to kill him tonight.
Kill him? Oh, this is ridiculous. What nonsense in a church?
Maybe I was mistaken.
Perhaps you were. Brother Mitchell, forget about this place and its past. We all have one. We won't question yours, you don't question ours. I want you to leave in the morning.
We got something much more valuable than just hope.
We do.
Yeah. We have devotion that is beyond compare. And I know in my heart that it's only going to grow when our family comes. My baby. And little kid's going to be running around. gonna be filling us up with love till we burst. I have a vision. Tell me you believe it.
Oh, I do. With all my heart.
Okay, well, we'll just wake up a judge then.
Cruz, we're not going to get a court order. It's not going to do any good. You have to wait until Victoria gives her okay. It'll be a while.
Then I want to talk to Victoria now. You see, I'm sure she'll agree the baby has to stay with me.
Absolutely not. She can't have any visitors for at least 48 hours.
Doc, you don't understand. She will agree with me.
No, you don't understand, Mr. Castillo. This child's mother is in critical condition. I won't allow it.
All right, if that is the only solution, if the boy has to stay in the hospital overnight tonight by himself, well, I guess that's the way it's going to be, but I think it stinks. You know as well as I do, it doesn't look out for the boy.
Excuse me, Doctor, but your patient is very concerned about her son, Mrs. Capwell. Now, Dr. Scott suggested that Mr. Castillo be allowed to reassure her.
Well, looks like we have a second opinion here. I have to double check on something. If you want to go to Mrs. Capwell's room, I'll be happy to meet you there.
Thank you. Listen, Julie, will you hold on in for just a couple of minutes? I'll be right back.
Oh, honey, it's okay.
All right, it's all right.
Oh, it's okay.
No, I don't appreciate being slapped in the face and then walked away from.
And I don't appreciate your lack of confidence in me.
It wasn't intended to be a lack of confidence, Scott. And what you said about my father was uncalled for.
Was it? What the hell do you think I was going to do in there, Heather? Throw everybody out and perform the operation single-handedly? I think I have my ego a little more in check than that.
Scott, look, I'm sorry. It was a very delicate situation. I thought you were going to try to do more than you were capable of.
Oh, really? And how much am I capable of?
Scott, will you try to understand my position? I'm not talking capable professionally. I'm talking emotionally.
I don't take my emotions into the operating room, Heather. I know enough not to do that.
Clark, great work. You got a good head on your shoulders. Fine technique. That's hard to find nowadays.
Well, thank you, sir. It was a real privilege working beside you.
Tell you what, why don't you drop by my office tomorrow around midday? We'll talk shop.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
12:30.
Okay, I'll be there.
Good.
It's amazing. Been working with the man for a week. He hasn't even spoken one word to me. Now he wants me to come to his office to talk shop.
You must have impressed him. Should be thanking me.
There are a lot of other ways to do what you did, Heather. Better ways.
I just don't want to see an ego ruin a good doctor. I've seen it happen before, and it's pathetic. You know, Scott, I'm sorry if you don't believe that I had your best interests at heart.
Sorry, it's me, Cruz.
Cruz?
Listen, I want you to listen to me carefully.
Jeff.
No, Chip is fine. Chip's okay. Not a scratch on him. He's fine.
Sorry.
No, listen. I'm sorry to bother you right now. But they won't let me take Chip home with me. Yeah, they want you to give him permission to let me take him.
He's okay.
Yes, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. Nothing happened to him. And I want to take him home with me until you get better.
Chris, I want you to...
Tori, if you can, will you tell them it's all right for me to take Chip?
Perhaps you better go now.
Chris.
Yeah?
I want you to take Chip home. Be careful.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up. Hello? Shipper, we missed it. Oh, I didn't get here in time to find out. It was probably Eden.
Well, good. I'm gonna go next door and get you some baby things, okay?
Thank you. That'd be nice. I'd appreciate that.
Are you sure that you want to do this?
Oh, you're not gonna start on me too now, are you, Julia? I mean, don't you think I got enough of that at the hospital? I can, you know, that's ridiculous. He's my son. Perfectly capable of taking care of him while Tori gets well.
I was thinking about Eden.
Eden is not gonna have a problem with this, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough on me. It's gonna be tough on her, but you hopefully can understand why I have to do it anyway.
Okay, I understand. And I will do whatever I can to help you.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Go get the baby things.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'll find you something. We'll get you some, we'll make you something, what do we do? We're gonna make out okay, aren't we, buddy?
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you. I'm sorry I frightened you. Why did you come up here? Yes, I saved you. Because I care about you. Do you believe I care about you? I can help you. But you have to help me. And there isn't much time. They want me to leave by tomorrow. I don't know. They're afraid of something. You can help me find out what they're afraid of. Something is going on here, and it's connected to Mary and Mother Isabel. Yes. I know they were good, but there's someone bad here, and you can help me find out who it is. I can't. They told you not to talk to me. They told you that I would. Do you believe that I would hurt you? Do you? Then tell me how Mother Isabel died. Do you know what happened to her? Sarah, please tell me, how did Mother Isabel die? Sarah, did she fall? Or did she jump? Sarah?
Only one man has had exclusive one-on-one interviews with the world's two super leaders, moderated a debate with all the original presidential candidates, and nightly brings you face-to-face with the people who shape our world. Tom Brokaw, only on NBC News. And tonight,
the Garrisons, a family of superstar runners, but does their father, their coach, push the kids too hard? I'm Tom Brokaw. Join me tonight on NBC Nightly News.